Hey everyone, thanks for passing through my channel. I'm going to do the rest of my review for the mid-season finale of The Walking Dead 808. I'm up here doing this review with you guys while my whole family is downstairs getting their party on. I'm the designated driver, so I can't chime in on the fun like that. I've been down there. It's Christmas time. It's, everyone's around, but I probably have a good 20 people downstairs, and if you happen to hear them or anything, I have no control over that. The liquor's flowing, the conversation's going down there, and I was like, I'm going upstairs to go do my review with my people while you guys do your thing down here. So, the episode I thought was good, of course, but I don't know if it's just me, but these flash forwards and flashbacks, I get really confused with them, guys. I mean, I'm thinking like Rick and his crew is all in charge and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, it's the saviors that have control of the situation. So when did that happen? I mean, I know it's going to come out later, but I don't like feeling confused, and that made me feel like really, really, really confused, but it also helped make the episode really good, so I guess I shouldn't complain about it, right? But, I mean, these flash forwards and flashbacks, man, whew, they get me. They really, really do. I don't know. So, talking about the saviors, we got to see a lot of them. I mean, a few of them died. We got to see Simon and his mess of himself, but, I enjoy his character a little bit. The one that stood out to me the most was Gavin at the Kingdom. I truly think that Gavin isn't that bad of a guy, from what I've seen. I mean, he really had remorse, maybe a little bit of remorse for Benjamin when he got killed. I just think that he's dealing with the situation that he's in as well. I think if it came down to it and he could change the whole world and it wasn't like this fierce and this, intense, I think he would definitely pick like a way calmer group to just chill with, because, he plays hard. He dictates hard, but he seems a little soft to me. So I'm like on the fence about him. I always say I don't think that the saviors are redeemable, but I think Gavin might be. Well, maybe not, because Negan has kind of been all up in his head. But anyway, I just don't think that he's that bad of a guy. So when he's up there and he's doing his little speech, I'm sitting there like, and he's asking for the king. And I'm like, please, you people better not tell on him. Don't tell on him. I'm like, that's your king. And none of them said shit. And I was like, you know what? They're loyal to their king. Like, I respect the kingdom people. They did not rat King Ezekiel out. Out of, all that fear that they must have been feeling at that moment, not one of them spoke up. Not one. And it made me so happy. It truly just gave me like a gratification inside. I was like, yeah, they respect their king. And then what happens? King Ezekiel's coming and creeping around the corner and making my heart stop, because, I don't want anything to happen to King Ezekiel. I mean, I was glad to see him up and moving and stuff like that. And now he's, captured, and I don't know what's going to go on with that, but, he was willing to take one. He's taken one for the team. They always protect him, and, he shut the gate and he's like, just let me be. I'll deal with these, with these saviors for now. So we got to see what happens with that. But I just really wanted to just state that I was just so happy that no one spoke up about him. No one said where he was. No one even looked in a direction that he might have been in. I just love the kingdom. Love it, love it, love it. I hope it stays their kingdom, but, I guess we'll have to see about that one, right? Another thing I wanted to talk about was the Rick and Negan fight. That was an intense fight. I know I was sitting there screaming. I was like, so, why do you have to use weapons? Why can't you guys just fight? But I guess it's just, they're just so used to that now. They're so used to fighting with something or guns or whatever. I guess there's no such thing as just, fist to fist anymore. But it was an intense one. Another window was broken, courtesy of Rick. So, and then that kind of leaves me there in Alexandria, because Alexandria's gone now, guys. I mean, we've spent a lot of time there, and, they tried to build it up and everything, and now it's all in flames and it's gone. So I'm imagining everyone's just going to have to trickle to the hilltop, right? Because the kingdom is supposedly supposed to be for the saviors. So I imagine that when we see them all together and they're all living, they're all going to be at the hilltop with Maggie. So that's the only thing I can see. I don't know. We'll all have to see, but that's where I think they're going to end up. Maggie killing that savior. I think it was a bold move. I think it was a move that needed to be done, to kind of show like, okay, you got me, but you know what? I got you too. I shot one of your people and I have 30 plus more. So we're going to have to see if Negan breaks for that. This is where we'll see if Negan really cares about his people, right? Because she stated how many she had. So it's either he's going to try to fight for them back, or he's just not going to give a shit in his Negan way and say, you know what, I don't care how many you have. You can flip and keep them. I don't really give a crap about it. But I'm trying to think. I really enjoy editing. And the way that in the beginning of the episode, they were zooming in on each character's faces. And then at the end of the episode, they were doing the same thing again. So it's telling us that, everyone is affected by what's going on. And they each had, a different expression and stuff on their face. And I don't know, I just really enjoy when they do that type of thing. It's just something with me in the editing. I just really, really enjoy it. We only saw Michonne for a little bit, my Michonne, but she did not go down to the sewer. I was like, she's not going to go. I was like, she's not going to go without her man. And she was like, okay, everyone, go, do what you got to do, but I'm waiting for my man. And then when she kills the savior, and then she's just bugging out. She's losing her shit. And then finally when Rick comes up, she's like hyperventilating and stuff like that. And like when she saw him, it was just like, whoo, like that's what I felt, that she felt like, oh, I'm so happy to see you. But her emotions were just so up there that she was just almost in like a panic attack mode in a way. It was just, I was happy. I knew that they would come together, and them two, they're never going to leave each other's side. If it was me, I wouldn't leave, someone that I care dear for. I would wait for them. Kind of like the Titanic. I wouldn't, women and children on the boat, I would have been standing right next to my partner. And like, you know what, I guess we're all going down with this ship, because it's just what you do. And it just shows how much she loves him, that she had to find him before she can even go down into the sewer. This is where Carl's going to come in a little bit. Because the conversation between Negan and Carl, I think that we all know that Negan has a little tiny soft spot for Carl. And then when Carl was standing there saying, kill me, Negan's kind of like, really? Like, you want to die? No. And Carl's like, no, I don't want to die. But Negan, I think, gets like really impressed by Carl. He killed his mother. He had the balls enough to go to the sanctuary and just show up with a gun and start shooting. He's offering to sacrifice himself. They've spent time together. So I think if and when Carl dies, that it's going to affect everyone, but I think it's going to affect Negan too. I don't think he's going to cry like real tears or anything like that, but I think he's going to be like that sucks. And, he thought he was going to have him in his army later, so he just kind of I don't know. I think there's going to be some regret there. You know, he's gonna be upset if something happens to Carl. So overall, I really, really enjoyed the episode. Um, Still not happy about Carl. Not gonna get on that. Still not happy about it. I just hope that when we get to the mid-season premiere, that the first episode is just phenomenal. I just hope they blow it out of the water, and maybe we can all just stop being so upset, and maybe move on. And I know it's going to be easier for some people than other people, but all we can do is wait, guys. We just have to wait and see. It's really not that far. At least we're not waiting like 6 months. I think I'm going to end up crying in that episode, I'm sure. And I always say, I don't care. I'm invested in these characters. I will cry. I don't care. I really, really don't care what anyone has to say. I mean, it's just like a movie. If you can get invested in, two characters in a 2-hour movie, we'll say, and you can cry at the end, then there's nothing wrong with someone getting upset with a show that you've watched over 8 years. So when people start with they're just characters, how can you cry? Because I'm emotionally invested and I love these characters and I don't want any of them to die. I know they have to, but I'm still going to cry, and that's just the point I'm trying to make. So, but overall, I really enjoyed it, and I cannot wait until February 25th. I am not the one that's going to say I'm done watching The Walking Dead. I mean, they could kill Rick and I would still watch The Walking Dead. I love the storyline. I just love it. I love the whole, I think I tell you guys all the time, the whole concept. I love it all. I hope we see more walkers next episode, because I enjoy looking at the walkers as well. I like to look at the makeup and see how they've done it and what ideas that Greg's came up with, and the whole, makeup department. So hopefully we get some really cool walkers. So, well, that's my review. So I just wanted to make sure I get it uploaded for you guys. And thank you for stopping by and seeing me as always. I will try to upload another video in a couple of days. I'm trying to put a little something together. So until then, thanks for passing through my channel. I'll see you next time.